5,345 pounds, a really clean, like new, clean, opposing living room slide, very short, very small, lightweight, easily towable couples camper just coming in here at Haylett RV at Coldwater, Michigan. They're swapping this out for a fifth wheel. Evidently they got a bigger vehicle than when they had this here. But this is one of those diamonds in the rough where you're not inheriting someone else's problems. So if you're looking to get out of the old family bunkhouse or you're just looking to start camping, this one will take care of you. Now with the slide out closed, you can get to the refrigerator and the bathroom, but that's going to be about it. With an island in the middle and opposing slides, it will pretty much pinch itself off. So I thought I'd go ahead and just open this one right up in camping mode, since travel mode wouldn't do us much good. So it's a smaller camper, you know, short length, but it's got the opposing slides to give us some nice feeling space, and that open feeling vaulted ceiling opens it up in here and does a tremendous job. The lighter wall panels and the generally light fabric decor also don't make this thing feel so dang dark and depressive. All of the windows are going to open for ventilation, which is nice. Now in the main slide area, you've actually got these really rugged wooden blinds right here. And what I like about those is, again, as I kind of implied by the description, they're rugged, they're strong. And if you like accidentally, if you're laughing and you like toss your head back because you're laughing or something, you're not going to like break them. They're also easy to clean. And pleated shades, those things are not easy to clean. You can see how the table is elliptical in base, and that means it's totally free floating. So if you need to kind of scoot the table out to get into the dinette, it's very easy here, and that is a full-size U-dinette that can fold down into a sleeper. We'll come back to check that out in a minute. But you can also fold that down to use it outside. Now really, one of the signature calling cards of this floor plan is the island right here. And the heavy-duty thermofoil countertop that they're using here, just like that tabletop. The tables, the counters, everything has a sealed edge to it, except the little chunk under the entertainment center there, which is fine. You're not usually setting a drink on that anyway. But it means that they can have a really heavy-duty flush mount cover on this stovetop right here, or pardon me, sink. And you've got a nice stainless sink below. Generally speaking, this is, even though, like, this is where I always try to be fair. We don't carry this brand of camper here at Haylett RV, but it's not badly constructed. It's actually fairly well constructed. It's a very respectable brand. All the original electronics and everything are present and accounted for. The TV can actually quick release off of there. Maybe if you wanted to float it outside for something, you see all the original sound bar is there. You do have sliding panels on the, or sliding pocket doors for the bedroom here for privacy. You can kind of see the little snap latch there. But what they did on both sides of the bed here is something that I really like. Both sides of the bed have these dual dresser drawers. You can see all the drawers in here plywood constructed. Very clean looking hidden hinge cabinetry throughout. Hardwood cabinet door frames. Pocket screwed cabinetry. Like I said, if you start checking down the list of things that you want in a well constructed RV, this pretty much hits every one of those. Very nice LED lighting package on here. But I love what they did on the little side stand station there. So to make your closets more functional, because this camper obviously has a very swept bullet nose, they had to move the closets this way to make them more hanging functional. Well, that also left room for the extra drawers below, but then there was a chunk of real estate unused behind the closet. So what they did is they opened that up, and there's actually a nice little cargo net there so that stuff can't fall out at you. But it'll do a couple things. It'll help you not feel so claustrophobic. It gives you a perfect little place for like a phone charger, CPAP machine for users, and etc. You know, it's a very handy little thing. I need to double check the specs, but this is looking like an 80-inch long queen. So allow me to verify that, and hopefully in my video production I can confirm that for you. And amazingly, this little critter has 50 amp service. So there is a AC prep run to this thing. I don't think you're ever going to need a second air on this little guy. But I guess it's there if you want it. Here's the thing though. If you wanted to do something like add a power vent fan to this, you can piggyback off that wiring and put a power vent fan in here. And the previous owners actually installed Max Air vent covers on top of that. Now the only thing the previous owners added and then kept with them was they added an aftermarket bedroom TV. But they did a good job installing it and removing it. It's not like the wall's all scarred up. You can see where to remount a new TV if you're interested, or maybe you could just hang a picture or something on the wall and cover it up if you don't want to do that. That's just a low dollar easy thing over here. But one of the things this one does very well is a pretty impressive level of kitchen countertop and space and storage. So the whole island obviously can be prep space. And then because they're also using a recessed stovetop above that 22-inch oven, all of this is now prep space as well. So the end result is something that actually has a very respectable amount of countertop and storage space. And that storage really starts right here in this cabinet right there. So if we open that up, you can see you've got like this big double pantry. We've got, you know, plenty of drawers. There's like 6 big full extension drawers right there in the kitchen area, so that you've got all kinds of space there for all sorts of things. Now our air conditioning ducting, let me back up one step here. It's easier to see right here. It's both louvered and directional, which is one of those nice things, especially here in a small bedroom, so that you don't have all of the air just blasting one person in the face. You can kind of move it around however you want, or just shut a vent off if you're so inclined. Now over here in the top of that slide out, you can see if we open that up, they start with overhead cabinet storage, and then down below we've got that easy fold-down sleeper dinette. So this is a couple's camper, but if you have a guest or a grandkid, you have a place to put them. And I love the fact that if someone is sitting or sleeping at the dinette, you saw those full extension drawers to make accessing the storage under those benches vastly easier. Quick trip over here to the bathroom before we step outside. And it's simple but effective. I love all the floor space in here. So if you got long legs like mine, you're going to be good. Now they do not use the upgraded thermal foil counters here in the bathroom. Generally speaking, you'll use the bathroom sink less, so they probably felt, well, we don't want to you know, go overboard on price tags here, so we'll be a little more sensitive there. Now the vaulted ceiling and the skylight and the radius shower makes us pretty darn big person friendly. And you'll see that we've got one of those nicer Max Air vent fans up here, so you can get that superior airflow. And once again, the previous owners added the roof vent covers to this thing, so you could use them on a drizzly day, kind of like today actually. Now whenever people see an awning over any kind of slide out, in my experience, they tend to get a little nervous, a little gun shy. They're like, how much room do I have left? So I thought, you know what? Everything we do here is above and beyond. How about I show folks? And I think that there's still plenty enough room for a picnic table under there. But here's another thing. Here's what's actually kind of cool. People spend a lot of money on slide awning toppers. And one of the benefits of those things is they protect the slide top, they reduce maintenance, they reduce debris getting on top of the slide, all kinds of good stuff basically. Another thing that they do though is they shade the slide out. So think about it, guys. Why do you sit under the awning on a hot day? And the answer is because it's shaded. Well, this is shading your slide out, which helps protect the slide and reduce heat inside. So basically you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 here with the awning directly above that kitchen slide out there. You know, that ain't all bad. Now there is LED lighting on that awning. It's actually installed in a little runner on the awning tube itself. And normally I prefer awning lights to be at the base of the awning. However, in this case, I think that that's the proper application, because if the awning lights were along the base at the top of the camper, well, a lot of the awning lighting would be eaten up by that kitchen slide. Since it's in the tube of the slide out, you always maintain the benefit of those awning lights. Now, remember that TV that we saw inside? It can float outside and it can hook up to the camper right over there. So you do have inside-outside TV stuff going on. And I mean, just generally speaking, overall, this has been exceptionally well kept. Got the easy magnet holdbacks here on your pass-through baggage compartment up front, and this is very generous in size. You can see you've got larger baggage doors on both sides of the camper, lighting to be able to see in there, all kinds of good stuff. This does have a heated enclosed belly. It is not a Four Seasons Arctic camper. If it's going to dip below freezing at night, you'll be fine. If you're not planning on camping when there's snowflakes flying, you're gonna be fine. Power awning, power tongue jack. Again, the idea here is a little bit more push button simplicity, and that is a automotive painted 3/4 cap on the front. Is it? You know what? I said that, but I didn't actually look. Yes, it is painted. Okay. I thought, you know what? I better double check that. I think that's what it is, but I'd rather know that's what it is before I go running my mouth to somebody. So you've got good looking aluminum wheels on here. Tires look fantastic. Equal flex suspension adds a layer of shock dampening, basically rubber shock dampening suspension system on this. So if you are going down a bumpy road or those highways, you know, here in Michigan with the potholes of death, well, it'll help soak up a lot of that shock and jolt. Windows are tinted, and you'll see the slide side windows will open for ventilation. Now back here, you've got a nice centralized hookup center, and I love the separate cable satellite hookup, because satellite users, that's so helpful to you, so you don't have to constantly juggle wiring or use jumpers or splitters. Outside utility shower with hot and cold, black tank flush. All the bare necessities handled very well. And you can see that cargo travel rack in the back there. That can actually fold up to be a bit of a bike rack as well. And we are backup camera ready. I don't see where there's ever one put on here, but whether you're looking for a backup or an observation camera, you're good to go. And I mean, again, you can see the gleam still on this thing. The folks who are trading this in, they've been Halet customers before, and I mean, we're no strangers to these folks. And when we hear that they're trading something in, we go, oh good, we're gonna get one of those really nice ones in here on trade. You know, this is one of those campers that when we heard that it was coming in on trade, we got all excited about it, because we knew it was going to be like this. There was never going to be a problem with it. They're just those good folks that take impeccable care of their cars, their campers, their house, their everything. They're just good folks like that. So you're not inheriting someone else's problems. What you're getting here is a late model camper that we can probably get you same as new financing on. Obviously that depends on the banker, but that might be able to happen here. So short of that, give us a call. We do hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.